Manga-Waido.
Back when I was younger, I was one of the baddest kids on the block.
Here we go again.
When it comes to guys that were messing around in this area, you would have to live underground to not know my name.
Is that so? My name is Yuzuka Nishi. And this person is technically my boss, Mr. Sakamoto. All he ever talks about is how when he was younger, he used to be part of a local gang. And any spare moment he has, he's always bragging about what a gangster he used to be. The only reason why he wasn't getting fired with an attitude like this is because he was the nephew of one of the board of directors. And not only that, but... oh, he's hitting on her again. He is an unbelievable playboy, with any and all women. As soon as he sees a female employee, he tries to hit on any of them, and so everybody was annoyed with him. Previously, he had also tried to hit on me as well, but...
You know, now that I look more closely at you, you're pretty cute.
Thanks?
I don't mind making you my woman if you want.
Of course, I immediately rejected him. However, apparently he had gotten the information somewhere that I had lost both of my parents when I was younger, and that I was orphaned. Then he said,
You know, if I don't take you in, you're going to be alone forever.
And that really pissed me off. I kept ignoring him, and eventually he found another girl to bother. And after that, he never once tried to hit on me again. That guy, seriously, I wonder what he comes to the office for. I know, right? It's such a bother. Mr. Sakamoto never did any work, and for all of the work that he ignored, it would come to us. And everybody was tired of him. Then one day, on our way home from a client visit...
Give me the key. I'm gonna drive.
What?
I have a group date after this, and with your slow driving, I'm not gonna make it in time for the group date.
But hey, Mr. Sakamoto? When it comes to Mr. Sakamoto, perhaps he was still thinking he was in his gangster days, because he was famous for his reckless driving. That being said, he looked like he was really about to leave me if I didn't get in the car, and so I panicked and jumped into the passenger seat. But then, just as expected... Wait... Ah!
Wah!
When he made a fast turn at a crosswalk with bad visibility, there was a black car with fully tinted windows. Even though he slammed on the brakes, he couldn't help but to hit the car.
This is bad.
This is more than just bad. When we panicked and got out of the car, they also came out of their car. But... What? Yakuza? No matter how you looked at it, they weren't just regular people.
Who was the one that was driving? What? No, well, hurry up and say it. We're busy too. It was her! This woman was driving!
What? What are you saying?
They said that if we just apologize, they'll forgive us! Come on! Hurry up and put your head down!
But...
I see. So it was you.
It really wasn't.
Don't make excuses! It's painful to watch! Well, I am truly sorry. Please pardon my subordinate. Even though I always tell her to drive carefully, she doesn't listen.
Seriously? How much of a piece of crap can this guy be?
Well then, you. Come with us.
What?
Why don't you come to our headquarters, and we can talk about this there. You're the big brother. Hurry up and get in the car.
But Mr. Sakamoto! I looked over at Mr. Sakamoto to beg for help, but he quickly turned the other way. Is this a joke? In the end, I was forced into the black car with the tinted windows.
Well, you can stay quiet and come with us just for a little bit.
Yes, sir. What's about to happen to me? However, when the car came to a stop, this is the gangster's headquarters. No matter how you looked at it, it looked like a really normal office.
Please, have a seat.
Yes, sir.
Do you still not recognize me, madame?
What?
It's me.
Wait a minute. Junichi?
Yes.
After I lost both of my parents, I grew up in an orphanage for a long time. But when I was about 8 years old, a frail boy came into the orphanage, and that boy was Junichi. In the beginning, Junichi wasn't able to get used to the orphanage at all, but I tried my best to get along with him. When I invited him to come play with me, little by little he started to open up to me. Of course, compared to what he was like back then, his body and his hair and his face and everything were completely different. But it was true. I could see a hint of that Junichi there.
Thank goodness you hadn't forgotten about me. It's been a long time, madame.
Hey, stop calling me madam. I'm only 1 year older than you.
Well then, alright. I'll call you Yuzuka.
Well, fine. But even still, it's been a long time. You left the orphanage when you were 14? So I guess it's been about 15 years since then.
Yes, that would be right.
So, what is this place?
Oh, this is my company.
This was the company that belonged to his uncle that had taken him in. Junichi had taken after the company and was now the CEO. The reason why a lot of the employees had slightly scary appearances was because he made an active effort to hire people that had difficult pasts like him.
Madame, pardon me. Here's some tea for you. There are some snacks as well.
Thank you. This guy's name was Hisashi Ogawa, and apparently he's been like a little brother to Junichi since he was a bit of a bad kid back in the day.
I mean, when Big Brother said that he knew the woman that got out of the car, I was shocked.
Wait, you knew from the beginning?
Yes. Apparently he realized as soon as you got out of the car who you were, madame. I thought about revealing my identity in the beginning, but I had a bad feeling about that guy. And I didn't think it was a good idea to speak about the orphanage in front of him, so...
That's right. That guy is actually my boss, but he's quite the pain. Sorry to make you have to worry.
So, was it really you who was driving the car, Yuzuka?
No, I really wasn't. When I explained the situation...
What the hell? I can't believe that he would use you in his place! He's the worst! I understand. Let's make sure that man pays for what he's done.
Pays for what he's done? And then it was only a few days later.
Hey! We heard from the madame. Apparently, you were the one who was driving the car. No, it wasn't. I was in the passenger seat. You better stop lying, you bastard! We have the evidence from our driver recorder on our car.
Hisashi pulled out his phone, and when he showed Mr. Sakamoto the footage from their camera that was on the back of the car, Mr. Sakamoto went pale.
This is all a setup! I see. So are you still going to come up with excuses? That's right! Don't you know if a gangster lays hands on a normal person, you're gonna be caught by the police? Don't you know what's about to happen to you? Huh? Gangsters? You know, we may look like this, but we're all normal working people. Don't lie! And that guy over there is your boss, isn't he? No. This is our very brilliant lawyer.
Nice to meet you. I'm a lawyer. My name is Tanaka.
What? So you're not gangsters?
Mr. Sakamoto, didn't you say that you used to be part of a gang back in your day? Even though you say you used to be out on the street, I guess you can't tell the difference between a real gangster and a normal person.
Shut up! Keep your mouth shut! Interesting. Former gangster, huh? Based on your pathetic driving, I can only imagine you weren't part of a very big gang. But why don't I ask you, just in case? What crew were you a part of? What? No. Well...
That was when the director, who had heard about the commotion, came barging into the room.
I heard the gangsters have bombarded our office, so I came running over. But what was that you just said? Sakamoto, were you in a gang? But no, I wasn't. That was all a lie. More importantly, sir, please help me. This guy here is threatening me and...
At that moment, everybody in the office instantly glared at Mr. Sakamoto with cold eyes. when they heard that he was lying this whole time. After that, Junichi explained the situation to the director and also showed him the video evidence from their car recorder, and the director instantly apologized.
Sir, I am terribly sorry for what our Sakamoto has done. You better hurry up and put your head down too, Sakamoto! I'm sorry about that.
Because the director promised that they would definitely take care of the aftermath of the accident, Junichi and his lawyer team left the office. After that, the director went around and asked all of us about Mr. Sakamoto's work ethic and regular attitude in the office. As a result, Mr. Sakamoto was regulated from his position.
Why me? Why is this happening to me?
After that, Mr. Sakamoto was taken off his path towards the promotion, and he must have become really frustrated. Within one short month, he apparently resigned from the position he was regulated to. However, because he got into the company through personal connections in the first place, and because he didn't have any particularly outstanding skills, he wasn't able to find another job easily. And I heard that he was kicked out of the luxury high-rise building he was living in. That was as far as I heard through the rumors, and I don't know what happened to him beyond that. It was more than enough for my innocence to be approved. But you were even able to get Mr. Sakamoto out of the company? You really saved us. Thank you so much.
No. All I did was bring justice where it was due.
After the car incident was resolved, the first thing that crossed my mind was the orphanage mother from the orphanage where we grew up. By the way, Junichi, do you have the contact information for Miss Yuko, the orphanage mom?
No. Is there something that you needed from her?
Mother Yuko, who was the orphanage mother that took care of us, I have been in touch with her even after I had graduated from the orphanage. But one day, when I tried to call the orphanage, I couldn't get through to her. And when I looked it up, I found out that the orphanage had been closed. Because of that, I hadn't been in touch with Mother Yuko for a couple of years now. And she had been on my mind ever since.
Is that so? Well, that's quite worrying. That's unfortunate. Big brother, I remember you saying you wanted to see her and apologize to her.
What? Apologize?
He always said that that was when he started going down the wrong road, and that he really caused a lot of trouble to the mother at the orphanage.
I see. It was true that when Junichi got to middle school, he started getting involved with a bad group of kids. And he would stay out late at night or get into fights with students from other schools. And he was even arrested by the police. I think he did cause quite a lot of trouble to Mother Yuko.
It's embarrassing to talk about, and I always thought that someday I wanted to apologize directly to her, but I thought that she probably never wanted to see my face again. So...
I didn't know that, but I'm sure Mother Yuko would be happy to see you.
Do you think so?
Because she and I used to always talk about what you might be up to these days.
Anyway, both of you want to see Mother Yuko, right? In that case, let's try to look for her. Seriously. You're right. It's Yuzuka's wish too, so why don't we ask for everybody's help?
Wait, you can find her?
We may not seem like it, but we've got a lot of connections. All of the kids that I used to mess around with, even as adults, I'm still connected with them. For outcasts like us, people are all that we have, and we only had each other.
At Junichi's company, there were a lot of former gangsters or other employees who grew up in orphanages. And so he said that he would utilize those people and try to find Mother Yuko. First, given Mother Yuko's age, we realized that there was a high chance that she might be in a nursing facility. And so we reached out to somebody who works in nursing care for their help. Do you have a photo? Also, if there are any key features like beauty marks or anything like that, let me know. I have a photo. I'll send it to you straight away.
Now that I think about it, I feel like she's had a big beauty mark on her left hand.
Got it. First, based on her name and her features, I'll try asking around to my other nursing friends.
I owe you one. Thank you, Masami.
And then, as soon as we received information that there was somebody that might be her, we would immediately go to that facility. However, in the end, Even after a couple months, we weren't able to locate Mother Yuko. It was a different person again.
Yes.
Maybe she's not in this neighborhood anymore.
I really hope that Mother Yuko's doing well, wherever she is.
Or could it be that Mother Yuko has already... A terrible thought crossed my mind, but it was at that moment.
Big brother! Sister! Miss Masami's done it for us!
We received the news that Miss Masami had found Mother Yuko in a hospital in another state. Apparently, Miss Yuko became ill and she got surgery. Right now, it seems that she is in her post-surgery recovery. Thank you very much. The next day, we took off towards that hospital. What's the matter, Junichi? Are you not feeling well?
Big brother, you getting nervous again? Now that we're actually finally going to meet her, I can't help but think that maybe she wouldn't want to see me after all.
What are you saying? You know, don't you? Junichi, that Mother Yuko isn't the type of person to hold grudges like that. If you show her how you're doing now, she's definitely going to be happy.
Yuzuka, thank you so much.
After that, we spent about 2 hours driving in the car, and we finally arrived at the hospital destination. Mother Yuko was laying in a bed next to the window, quietly reading a book. Hello, Mother Yuko? And you are? Long time no see. It's me, Yuzuka Nishi. You used to call me Yuzu. My Yuzu, it really is you, Kuzu. And you are?
Long time no see. It's me, Junichi Fujitani. I wonder if you remember me.
Oh, my, even Junichi. Of course, I would never forget you. Look how big you've become. When she grabbed my hand that I reached out, Mother Yuko shook it over and over again, smiling from ear to ear. Junichi is actually the CEO now. He has a lot of people under him, and he's really amazing. Oh my goodness, is that so? I'm so glad. Look how proud you've become.
Mother Yuko? Back then, I'm truly sorry for how much I made you worry about me.
What are you saying? It doesn't bother me at all. I thought it was a really cute stage of puberty. See, I told you, didn't I?
Yes.
Where are you now, and how are you living? Please tell me everything. After that, we spoke to Mother Yuko until the sun went down. Well then, we'll be back to see you again.
Please, take care of your recovery.
Yes, thank you so much for today. You both be good to each other from now on. And invite me to the wedding, okay? What?
Wedding?
Oh, am I wrong? You two always got along so well ever since you were little. And I still think that you would be a really great match. Oh, come on, Mother Yuko, don't be silly. When she said something so ridiculous out of nowhere, I was flustered as we walked out of the hospital room.
Madam?
Oh, yes?
About what Mother Yuko said.
Yeah, how silly was that? Saying something so weird out of nowhere.
If we could become something like that in the future, I would be really happy.
What are you saying, Junichi? I turned bright red like a boiled octopus. After that, I started participating in the childcare center volunteer activities that Junichi's company was hosting.
All right, we got him!
Mr. Hisashi, you're amazing. The potatoes are so big.
All right, let's grill them and eat them. First, you need to make sure you clean them. You're all muddy.
I hope these kids become happy, being blessed by being surrounded by good adults like we were.
Yes, madame. You're right.
Yeah, but also, you can be more casual with me, you know. We're only 1 year apart anyway.
What? No, but... Madame, there's a reason behind Big Brother always being so formal.
What?
He told me that if he got too casual with you, he might not be able to keep his correct distance from you, and that he might cross the line without thinking. He told me that when we were drinking last time. You keep your mouth shut! Ouch!
But I wouldn't mind if you came a little closer to me.
What?
But you told me after we saw Mother Yuko that time that you would be happy if we could have that kind of relationship.
Well, that was... I got carried away.
I was happy to hear it. Because I also would be really happy if I could become closer to you, Junichi.
Madame, big brother, look at you! You did it! Shut up!
1 year later. Dear Yuzu, you look so beautiful. Mother Yuko, thank you so much. Junichi, you're sweating too much.
Yo! The Beauty and the Beast! Shut up over there!
There may have been a time when I was all alone with no family, but now I was able to find an irreplaceable family. No, this family, I may not have realized it before, but maybe he's been by my side all along. Junichi, let's live happily ever after.
Yes, madame. I mean...
Come on. I'm going to treasure this happiness and take each day step by step to keep moving forward.